we introduce option to change the WordPress login page style. So if I shrink this a little, you can see that we have the in incognito mode, we have the WordPress default login page that looks a little outdated and old school. So we introduced the options to set some of the things, and the first one is a page text color. This is going to change the labels and this text as well. And then we have the background color. So for example, we want to have something like this, dark, and then we need to change the text to white or gray. And if we change the settings, reload, you can see that we forgot to change the form. So there is a form background color as well, so it can be a little lighter than the page background. And you can see this looks at least a little more decent. Maybe we change this one to a little darker. Yeah, that should work. And this looks much nicer already. So we can play with the button as well. We can use something like this, and then we can use something like this as well. Border color, we can just make it transparent. Sorry, needs to have some color and make it fully transparent. Yeah, you can see that the transparent disappeared, and on the hover you can see that it's working as well. And now let's add some background image. So we have a darker background. We can introduce the darker background image, save, and you can see that this makes it a little hard to read. So what we can do, actually, you can change the background overlay. Let's try with this one, maybe a little darker. Let's try this one, and you can see that we are already getting decent results. What we can do also, we can change the logo. Let's upload this one, save, and what you can see, its logo is quite small, and that's because the WordPress logo size is 84 pixels. So if we do something like this, and you need to change it on two places, width, sorry, this is height, we need to change it here, and this is becoming decent already. Let's shrink this one down. Yeah, perfect. And what we can do, we are happy with 200, so just type 200. It's pixels applied already. Let's just reload it. Perfect. And in a couple of clicks you can see that you are getting decent results already. But we can actually go further, and we created predefined themes for you. So we have a plain, and this is a light theme, and this is the trick. So all those colors are going to overwrite your theme. So what we can do is we can actually just remove the page settings, and if you do this, you can see that we need now lighter image for a lighter theme, and also we need the contrast on the logo. Perfect. And you can see that you're already getting some modern styling. We also have the if you want to change, for example, the text, let's change the text to a blue, and you can see how it's overwriting. It's not the best design, but you can see the showcase. Let's remove this one. Then we have a plain dark, and we can actually just we can actually remove the background image, so you can see how it looks like. So you have the option to have a background, or you can also overwrite the background with, for example, something like this, and then you're applying those overrides over the theme. But if you want to see how the themes looks like, you can just do this, remove everything, perfect. And then we have the option for the half screen image, and by the default it's a light, so do this. Yes, needs to be a little wider. And we have the dark version as well. So let's change the logo to light version, and let's change the dark image. As before, you can also change the image overlay. And you can see that in just a couple of clicks you're getting a quite modern design compared to what we had at the beginning. And the bottom background color, let's do it some bluish. Perfect. Maybe this was too much, but this should be better. Perfect. But this is not it. If you are not happy with this one, or you want to have some custom CSS, we also allow you to write your own CSS. Sorry, this was said by my testing. And so you can see we have the image that's applied already. Even if you're writing your CSS, we have this as the settings. But so you don't start from the beginning. What I done is I created the GitHub gist, so you can actually just copy. Like, let's start with the dark one. So you can copy the entire CSS, so you don't start from the beginning. Let's remove this one as well, I don't need it. And you can see it's literally the same as if you choose the half screen image dark. But let's now come into the scenario where you actually want to have fine tuning, and that's this. So what I done here, I would like to remove the overlay. So you can see that this image is cropped now, and you actually need to go to the inspect, and for example you want that instead of the cover background images maybe like this, and then you also need the background repeat, no repeat. Perfect. So you can just copy this one. This was a background image URL. Let's see. That's actually the inline. So what we can do is we can do it like this. We don't need this one because it's going to be override. And if you go to the save, reload, and you can see how we managed to fix everything. So hope you guys like the new style for the WordPress login page feature.